Hi, my name is Ryan Ford. I'm one of the producers working at EA Sports on Rory McIlroy PGA Tour. Let's talk about it.
So what's new when it comes to this franchise?
Actually, everything's new. This is a brand new from scratch effort. It's truly the next generation of golf. I know it sounds a little buzzwordy, but it really is. It's built completely on the Frostbite 3 engine, which you may know from Battlefield, Dragon Age, and other games. And what that allows us to do in the game is truly golf without limits. We load the entirety of 18 holes of golf right in immediately. So there's no load times between holes. I can't tell you how profound of an impact that has on the way you play. Your round goes from 45 minutes to about 15. That's a big, big time savings without the same amount of gameplay. We're not cutting anything out. You're just playing a great round of golf. And what else is amazing is you can play in other areas. There's no out of bounds. So you're playing on, you're on the fairway here. You can hit over to this fairway on accident. You totally recover. The out of bounds are actually real legitimate out of bounds. So it really changes the way you play.
When it comes to this game, let's talk about some of the new gameplay modes you guys have in there.
Yeah, so there's a full-featured Pro Tour career mode. Allows you to play 15 seasons as yourself. You start on the web.com tour. You have to earn your card, basically, and you go play throughout. We did this really cool feature, kind of following that same thing of accessible quick gameplay called Quick Rounds. Quick Rounds allows you to play all 4 rounds of a tournament while playing small bite-sized amounts of the tournament. So you're playing 5 to 6 holes a day of the tournament as opposed to playing 72 holes, which takes forever. So what's great about it is it really amplifies the tension of the tournament, and you kind of find out where you're placing and where things are at in the tourney, so that every hole is, you literally are like, oh man, I gotta sink this putt or else I'm gonna lose. And it really changes the way you play, and you get the full tournament experience.
Just don't do that anymore.
Oh, my bad.
When you do that, you're off camera.
Okay, sorry, I didn't know.
I'll cover it with B-roll.
All right, that sounds good. Cool. Sorry.
Like if you stay where you are now, you're perfect.
Okay, my bad.
So let's talk about let's talk about the new night.
Yeah, Nightclub.
I'll just ask that question. So let's talk about Nightclub Mode and what that is.
Yeah. So we have a brand new mode, which I assure you nobody here thought they'd be seeing today, called the EA Sports Nightclub Challenge. What this mode is, it's a bite-sized saga-style gameplay that'll teach you both golf strategy and technique, and in a completely unique way. It's 170 of these challenges, but it's way over the top. So it's 3 fantasy golf courses played at night with cool music playing. There's lasers, all these different types of things, but it's fundamental. You're still learning how to play the game. Cool boosts, you unlock new fantasy golfers. It's really, really a different way to play, and people here are absolutely loving it so far. It's a complete departure from what you'd expect to see from a golf game.
I mean, talk about some of the crazy things, because you, first of all, have Battlefield 4 soldiers as playable characters, but then you also can blow stuff up.
Yeah, so you can be basically the Battlefield 4 soldier. There's one of the many selectable fantasy golfers we have. You can actually go on the actual Battlefield 4 Parasol Storm map and play 18 holes. And there's different types of things. So I'll give you a good example. So let's say I want to get better with my wedges. So there's actually a challenge where you have an entire wall of exploding barrels, and you're trying to hit right into the right way to learn how to place your shot correctly. Now it's fun because it's exploding barrels, you blow up a building and all this other crazy stuff, but it's truly a different way to play the game in bite-sized little bits. It's awesome, super fun.
So you guys have fantasy courses. You just mentioned one of them from Battlefield 4. But talk about the other ones.
Yeah, so we have the Grand Canyon, which is so funny. It's a course that everyone says if that existed, I would pay whatever to go play it. So we literally took the Grand Canyon and we put a course on both sides of it. So you literally play through and across the actual canyon. It's amazing. We also have what we call fantasy real courses. There's one called Lighthouse Point, which is another beautiful course. Imagine a course up in Maine. We do that just, it's really fun. And then Wetlands, which is sort of like a municipal course you'd see in Florida. Not really the best taken care of, but it's a really fun course.
You guys also have fantasy characters. Talk about some of those.
Yeah, so we have Pops Masterson's back. He was in the franchise a while ago. He's aged about 10 years. He's still got his old man swing 150 yards and straight. His wife, Edna Masterson's in. Some other ones we'll talk about later. And the Battlefield 4 soldier, like you mentioned.
So you guys also, for the core gameplay, are letting people kind of play the way they want to play. Talk about some of the different options there.
Yeah, so we really, with golf, wanted to make sure people could play the exact way and gameplay style they want to play. So that starts with 3 core styles. There's arcade, which is somewhat what it sounds like. It's left stick analog swing, lots of assists. You get a nice blue line that shows you where the ball is going to go. And it's kind of the way that people experience a franchise traditionally. Bringing back boost with the X button, where before you hit the ball, spin. Then we have 3-click, which is like a harken back to like almost the old link stay on your computer. So it's a 3-click meter that you go through. A lot of people love that 3-click. People play it all the time. And then we also have Tour Pro, which is full hardcore. You can't even see where your aiming's at. it's like playing a real round of golf. Full simulation. Our fans, our hardcore guys love it, and we're really happy to have that in. What's great about this is you can customize and pick all the different features from those different loadouts and create your own custom gameplay style, exactly the way you want to play.
Visually, what will people notice with this game?
It looks absolutely amazing. We've spent tons of time going and capturing these real world environments. Some of the screenshots I showed today, I can actually hear like a visible like whoa when you see it, which is always a good reaction. It looks absolutely amazing. We scanned the golfers, the courses, everything's exact. Our courses our licensed courses are within 6 millimeters of accuracy. So it truly is like playing the real course.
Now, this obviously is the first game with Rory McIlroy on the top title. What does he bring and how does he influence the game this year?
Rory's been amazing. We talk about the next generation of golf. He represents that as well. He's the #1 golfer in the world. He's a young guy. He's just turned 26. And he's been incredible to work with. Provided tons of feedback on how the game should play, how different club selections you would make. Obviously provided his likeness. He's been great helping us almost be an ambassador for the game in different events and things. He's been phenomenal to work with. He's truly brought a whole different perspective to how we approach the game. He's been awesome.
And have we covered everything that you went over?
Actually, if we talk about online?
Yeah, okay. So what's new when it comes to online gameplay?
Yeah, so this year in online, there's 2 really core features. There's there's tournaments, which is both daily and weekly. So every single day you turn the game on, you're gonna have something new to play. What else is cool about tournaments is there's unique gameplay style tournaments. So let's say I'm an arcade player, but you're a classic or a tour player. We can each play in our own tournaments with other people playing with the same set of things that we have. You can truly be the #1 arcade player in the world, the #1 golfer, and I can be the #1 tour player in the world. So it's really cool that you can kind of go in your own world and play with guys that play the way you want to play. Also, we have head-to-head online, which it's cool. It's like a virtual foursome. So it's 4 players together, and it's like shooter-style lobby. You vote on the next course you want to play. And what's really cool is you play together. So all 4 of you on the course at the exact same time. I can see you hit your shot, you can see me hit my shot, you see all the balls flying everywhere. It's really fun and just totally changes the way you approach head-to-head golf in a video game.